Hello guys, NinFan101 here with a Tri-Borg Smoke brief overview video. Basically just gonna go over the characters, tools real quick. Down 1, 7 frame startup, -5 on block, good footsie tool. Down 3 is a little short. Some of the pokes on Tri-Borg are kind of suspect at times. I mean, this down 4 isn't bad, it's like 13 frames and it's -2 on block, but it's just kind of it advances him forward a little bit, but his down 1 just seems to be more consistent hitting. Down 3 I guess is good if you're like up close to your character, because it's only 1 frame, slower than down 1. His overhead's 18 frames and it's -2 on block, so it's relatively safe. Standing 3. Standing 3 is a pretty good footsie tool to use in neutral. You can also do more stuff off of it than you would normally. It's +2 on block, which is actually kind of important because that means you can do like standing 3 and a smoke wall, and that's a jailing string, I believe. So I could do, I believe you can do forward 1 after that, and it would jail. The smoke strings are kind of unique in back 2-1 and forward 2-1 in the fact that, well, they got pretty good range. Back 2-1 are all mids, and you can even end it in back 2-1-3 or back 2-1-4. That's back 2-1-4, and as you can see, there's a low ender in 3. You're not going to really use that too much. I believe the utility is already there enough in back 2-1. Forward 2-1 is good because of the little smoke particle screen he's got there. And there's a benefit to that, because now you can play mind games with the strings if you do EX invisibility. Now, I'm not going to say you need to do EX invisibility. Personally, in my opinion, the character doesn't really benefit too much off of it, where he's going to need meter for other things. But it is there, and it's a nice tool to have if you're really looking for something to really throw your opponent off. Say if they block the vortex that you do, which I will be going over a little bit. But yeah, basically his back 3 isn't bad. It's his only low starter. I do not believe it is 2. I've been jabbed out of it a couple times, even though the startup of it is 7 frames. Actually, I lied. It's 11 frames. I must have misread something, but basically, it's 11 frames and it's -8. So, I mean, you're basically going to get poked out by a down 1 unless you're using something super safe on block. And there might be a reason to not always do 2-1 in that case on hit, just because you don't want to really get jabbed out of your down, your back 3, your back 1. You don't want those things to happen. His air throw, I find, has very little utility, except if you want to keep your opponent in the corner. And completely, gotta be honest with you, I was really expecting his air throw to be a little bit better. I mean, just a damage boost or something, because it's not like Tri-Borg doesn't get good damage, but it's just the air throw doesn't do a lot. And then I don't know, I just typically I find that in neutral it just doesn't do a lot. As for his other strings, everything else is typically run-of-the-mill stuff here. His only true mid is in forward 4, and that's really important to note as a starter. And I believe it's a good punishing string as well in forward 4, down 1 too. It's 17 frame startup. It is negative if you finish it, but if you only do the forward 1 down, forward 4 down 1, it's only 13 frames and it's only -3 on block, which is not bad. Basically, it's a punish string. If you know that your opponent's trying to just press buttons and negative after something, I would just go for that. And then, go into back 2-1. I probably should go ahead and set the AI off a block now. I'm going to go over some quick stuff. So, This character doesn't really have a lot in terms of combos, like I said. You're just generally going to end in everything. 2-1, and the vortex, which you can do a phase action, 2-1 for your hit advantage. You can do it off of stand 3. You basically get the gist of it. There isn't really a lot to really talk about with his combos and vortex setup, because everything really with the character is straightforward. The only thing that's not straightforward really is the smoke shenanigans. And this, as you notice, that he's not combo, I'm doing stuff right now, but he's interesting, I'll give him that. I believe the other cyborgs might have more damaging tools and they hit kind of harder than Smoke does, but his main threat force is the vortex. And if he gets you into it, it's going to be hard as hell to get out of it, but there is a catch to Smoke for all the stuff that he can do, and that is the fact that a lot of his strings, well, they have a lot of gaps. So let me show you. So say I try to do back to 1 EX Smoke Bomb, armored through, and you're going to find that a lot of the times there's very few legit strings that you can do. I didn't mean to do that exactly. I meant to do EX Smoke Bomb there, but that is the only legit thing that you can kind of do there, besides dealing with you can deal with forward one there. I believe that you can also deal with a down 1 or poke or whatever you want to do there. Maybe even a down 3. But I mean, at least the option is there. Yeah, he just has a lot of gaps. So even like 1-1-1 doesn't work. Now if I do 1-1, still doesn't work.
It's just gonna get worse.
What about if I did back 1 into the EX Smoke? Is that Jill? That's interesting. I have enough time to. So back 1 into the EX Smoke Bomb is completely safe. It seems like, unless it's just that normal. Probably. I don't think I can switch to look at Cassie Cage's moveset, but I believe it just might be the frames of that EX armor move. But I mean, I doubt it's completely 100. It's probably matchup specific anyway if you can do back 1 into the EX Smoke Bomb. 1 into the EX Smoke Bomb. I believe it just might be the move. I don't think back 2-1 or forward 2-1 is safe. EX Smoke Bomb. And the thing is that EX Smoke Bomb's +8, but it's really kind of hard to just use the normal. EX Spear is at least safe. I know that. I might even think it might be plus. No, it's -4. Still not bad, but I mean, there's really no point in using EX Spear, it seems, because everything else is just kind of. It starts up fast, so I mean, there's that. But yeah, I mean, the character is basically pretty straightforward. You just have a ton of gaps, and that's just something you're gonna have to like figure out when you're playing this character, is how to use the gaps to your advantage, kind of like Takeda's kunai stuff. You're just gonna want to see, like, you're just gonna want to press buttons and see if they want to press anything after, which is a big deal. I forgot to press the X button. So, the main things with the vortex is that you're going to always end in either 2-1 into phase forward, or you're going to do stand phase forward. And there's a benefit to them both. For one, this normal is plus, so if you somehow did a jump in and maybe you forgot to, hit confirm it correctly, at least you're safe. And the phase should just go through, because it is +2. So I doubt that Cass is going to be able to press any buttons. But, You know, really this character is all about mobility, how to benefit from his mobility. I mean, look how far this back 2-1 goes. That is mid-screen, and this is a great whiff punishing string. You're just going to do the back 1. And the back 1 is known to be inconsistent right now, so I hope there is like a hot fix for it. Because it seems like, I don't know what it is, but he just has some weird hitbox issues with the whiffing normals, especially on back 2-1. When you know these are both mids, but these whiff sometimes, which I don't get, especially if the opponent's just getting up, which is kind of a big deal. This isn't a bad string either if you want to put an opponent back in the corner. Wrong input there. And there they are. It should be noted that at least for all the back one inconsistencies, it always will regular smoke bomb. You can always make sure the back one does combo into something by doing EX smoke bomb or spear. Regular spear works. I mean, I kind of wish in some cases he did a little bit more damage for stuff like that, but I mean, when you're really, his main damaging stuff is always going to be after EX teleport, like doing forward 4-3 with EX teleport, and that at least is 31 right there, and it can go up to 40, 41, or 42. People are now starting to do 44% combos with them, which involve an uppercut in the corner, but mid-screen, the best I think you're going to get is just 42%, which for one bar is not bad at all. I mean, that's pretty good damage right there. At least you know you made the bar count when you get that off, and I don't really think his combo is that hard, so there's a benefit to that. I just kind of froze up there. I guess I didn't want to jump because I have to record this on the DualShock 4 and on my Hori Fighting Commander 4. But generally right there, that's the character. I am going to be going over stuff like how to use him better with his tools, such as, you know, doing forward tuning of the phase, which would be nice, I believe, for everybody to start using. Phase is just his most godlike move. It really is. Anytime you're knocked down, EX phase, completely invincible for at least, what is the frame data for that? Is basically, as soon as it happens, you're safe for a good 8 or 9 frames. It's instant startup, so I mean, you're basically just going to go right through them. Or I believe his regular, don't quote me on this, but I believe his regular is not active on the first frame. He actually can be hit out of it in the first frame. So I'm going to try to see if that is the case real quick. Standing 4 is basically your main answer. Your normal, by the way. Standing 4, and if you're mid-screen, standing 3. Standing 3 is actually pretty good, and it does advance him forward. So, I mean, there's that. Good normals really all around for the character. Even if he does have some hitbox issues, he can stack it really well because it's important for him. But yeah, this is how you're going to get around. You're just going to want to bait a lot of stuff with smoke. That's really just what you're going to do. You're going to be patient. You're going to get your stuff in, and then when you get your stuff in, you go ham. You just press a ton of buttons, but you have to be patient with this character. This is part 1. I'm going to be doing a couple more videos based on his phase, how to get the most out of his vortex and setups, and see what we can come up with as a community. But for now, I believe this is at least a good starting video, so thank you, and I'll see you soon.